So today is a special day. We're going to learn the shin. And it is special because the shin is one of the master's exercises or triggers of the Paula method. That's because it involves so in a good way what's happening in the belly, how we call it, cavity. It relates to the pressure inside the belly down to the pelvic floor and how the pelvic floor is reacting to that pressure. So that's maybe one of the most recognizable themes around the Paula method as a treatment for all those kinds of pelvic floor problems. And because it is, when it naturally brings our body to work harmoniously, it means that whenever there is a pressure in the belly, that pressure will induce a contraction of the pelvic floor in a way that makes it stronger, like a training, and not induce a prolapse. And then that will, when it is happening naturally and not by thinking, then it works all the time when you need it. When you cough, when you jump, when you whatever happens that makes a strong, when you shout, whenever there is a strong pressure, and also when it is sudden, then it's not affecting to create a prolapse. It's not becoming stronger, the inner pressure, than the pelvic floor contraction. This is why it's so important, and in this way it's also serving us as a very good way to support voice. So it's also very good for singers, and you see, it's a masterpiece because it's also serving the blood circulation on the veins. You see, it involves a lot with when we do the shin, when we make this sound, and we allow the body to respond, all the muscles are contracting. This contraction of the muscles around the blood vessels is pushing the blood up in the vein system, which doesn't have a heart, it doesn't have a pump there. It depends on muscle movement. So, and then you take a breath in, and so with the next breathing out, it's again pushing the blood up. And after you do that for a while, like after 10 minutes or so, that really has a good effect also when you have varicose veins, when you really have problems with the vein system, when you have hemorrhoids. So this is another reason why this is so important exercise. And well, what do? We make this sound, shin, as if saying shh, as if hushing a little boy, as if you put your finger in front of the lips because you want your lips to go forward, like that. When you take your lips forward, it is triggering the other muscles that we want to contract as well. So we'll just do this for a while and see what happens in the body. It might be that if it's first time that you do it, that you will not notice anything special happening in the body. Just continue to do it. For other people, maybe immediately they will feel some contractions, maybe in the belly, maybe even in the pelvic floor. So I'm just starting with the shin. I don't need to put my finger, but it's as if it is there. And of course, allowing the body a free movement while I'm doing the shin. Another very good subject that is helped a lot with the shin is you will see it elongates usually the back side of the body, the back. And of course, the obvious thing is that it is affecting a lot the breathing. Yes. Note that you don't want it to be a fe. It's not an F sound. It's a shin sound. And the shin I'm doing now is called the soft and long shin. There are many kinds of shin. And you may start already do it by yourself as well. Just allow the body to do what it wants during the shin. Don't stop it. Another great factor with the shin is that during the shin, while you're doing it with free movement, the mind is also reorganizing. A lot of things that you had in mind before, maybe you forgot about some things and they come up. They come up and they come up in a more organized way. The shin is very organizing. It's like a straight line. So I don't want to take all the time now for the 10 minutes and more. And my body is also quite ready to do some other kinds of shin. As I said, there are a few kinds. And maybe the first one that I'll show you is the short and sharp shin, because this one also serves as a testing. It shows you if the harmony in your body is already functioning well or not yet, and what should be done. So the sharp and short shin will look like, first of all, I will put my knees up to my chest and put my hands on them in the front, not so much from the sides, because you don't want the knees to open up, you want them to be like this. And then I do, that's a sharp, short shin. So the shin is a shin, that's it. But the rest, what you see, is the reaction of my body. Now, as a trained body with the Paula method, and as a trained body, the front sphincter is contracting, which is part of the pelvic floor, the front part of it, the one that holds the urinating. And that's a good thing. We want the shin to activate the front sphincter. Now you can really note, like you can listen to and see, does it contract in the front sphincter, in that muscle with which you hold P? Or maybe something the opposite is happening. Maybe it's opening up. Maybe it's doing the opposite. Or maybe the knees, instead of coming towards you, towards the chest, maybe they go against. Maybe they want to go there, like that. Which will mean that the rear sphincter, the anus, is more activating. Which is not a bad thing, but we do want the front sphincter to be stronger. Therefore, we can later on put more attention in making the front sphincter stronger. Now we'll do another kind of shin, and that is called the train shin. So you see in the beginning of, I do a bit stronger one. And I go back to the long and softer shin. Now there are two more kinds of shin that are relevant here. One is a strong shin. It's not a long one, it's quite short, but very strong. It's like as if I'm shouting against somebody who is standing there. With this one also you must hold your knees really strong, so you clasp your fingers together like that, and you do just one and rest. So it's like and rest a little bit. And then one more. Okay, see if you can make that strong sound. And you've seen how my body reacts. Note how your body is reacting to it. The last shin that we'll do now will be a wave-like shin. So it's becoming stronger and then weakening, and stronger and then less. So it's like shh. What's nice with this one that it takes even more. Look what happens in the hands, in the eyes, so it involves more in a clearer way because it's not so fast and strong and quick. So you can see what goes with it. Okay? So it's and that the short and sharp. The long one. So after we activated the front sphincter, the pelvic floor, we want it to be working also when we do the soft and long shin. That's the thing. And if we just want to check a little bit, does it work? We can make the wave-like shin and see, does it activate the front sphincter? You see how it is connecting now to the rolling of the arms in and out. Yeah, and I go back to the hands on the eyes, allowing free movement of the body. If it wants to continue with any kind of shin, I would give it, and if not, I will give it just the free movement, the real therapeutic part of the process. The part that I do not dictate anything, and just the body is doing what it wants. While I do put my hands on the eyes, it's a very good connection, as I said before, that really helps the attention to go inside without any triggers from the outside. Many times it will want to continue with the shin. If you do the shin more than 10-15 minutes, many times it will want to continue. It is calming. It's another another thing that the shin is doing. It is calming down. You can do a very soft and quiet shin in order to go to sleep. You can just fall asleep with it, with a very soft, just like you put to sleep a baby. And yet, I still want to show you, or at least to tell you about another option of the use of the shin. And that is especially for those who have some varicose veins, or those who really need to calm down themselves. You can do it while walking. Just walk and do the shh. It will arrange something, it will make slower the breathing, and of course will work on the blood, on the veins, will calm the mind. Many good things it does. So try it out, and we'll see you in the next lesson.